Investigating and honoring one's genuine identity is a deeply personal and transformative journey that requires knowledge, courage, and support. The experience of gender doesn't solely exist within the restrictive bounds of what we are assigned at birth, but rather in the intricate tapestry of who we truly are. For those individuals born male but aligning themselves more closely with female identity known as male to female, MTF, transition determining when to embark on this journey brings up an abundance of questions. This video serves as a compass guiding through these inquiries, easing uncertainties linked to timing one's transition. Each transitional process is entwined uniquely with individual narratives. It constitutes its own echelons of self-discovery, acceptance, hope, challenges and transformation that seamlessly mesh together, forming a completely exclusive chronicle for each person. Yet amidst these distinct stories nestles invaluable wisdom awaiting dissemination, which could mean world to someone navigating their nascent expedition towards true selves. Immerse yourself in this compassionate exploration where indicios without judgments or limitations shape your gleanings from it all. Broaden your understanding about factors influencing transitioning timelines such as puberty-related physical changes versus early intervention choices like hormone blockers, amongst others. You will also discover boundless resources accompanying our discussion, facilitating deeper dives into aspects towing your curiosities or concerns regarding transitioning ages for MTF individuals particularly. Soak yourself in the surfeit reservoirs brimming with enlightening experiences shared by people who have traversed various age spectrums during their transitions while valuing mutual respect and inclusivity towards diverse ages, steeped every step along their paths towards self-recognition. The process of puberty can significantly influence both the timing and physical outcome of gender transitioning. In individuals assigned male at birth, AMAB, that identify as female, undergoing male puberty typically results in changes that may not align with their gender identity, such as the deepening voice or development of facial hair. Moreover, certain characteristics like a broadened shoulder span or increased height might be viewed as masculine traits difficult to reverse later on. However, contemporary medical advancements provide feasible measures for early intervention, thereby circumventing potentially distressing elements of this transformative phase. A notable strategy involves administering hormone blockers which effectively delay the onset of puberty. This provides an opportunity for AMAB individuals contemplating transition to temporarily halt these unwelcome changes whilst they explore their options and sense of self further. Opting for hormone blockers has its unique benefits, ranging from psychological comfort to physical suitability should one decide on surgery down the line. Prevention is often easier than reversal when it comes to bodily developments during puberty. By exercising control over these aspects earlier rather than later reduces potential complications related to feminizing surgeries post-puberty, a deciding factor that could heavily influence decisions about when best it is optimum to begin transitioning. The societal impositions of certain roles based on the gender assigned at birth can exhibit extensive effects on a person's self-esteem. Adolescents grappling with their gender identity often face significant hurdles as they navigate societal norms under a critical peer gaze, leading to potential feelings of isolation and distress. Conversely, adults considering transitioning may contend with fully ingrained stereotypes that have been perpetuated over years, which introduces them to an entirely different struggle. Equally essential in this narrative is emotional readiness, a subtle yet vital aspect that varies radically across age groups. Younger individuals, while typically more malleable to changes, can find processing the intricacies of their transition more challenging due to limited life experience and maturity. For them, understanding the gravity of deciding between early intervention through hormonal treatments or allowing natural puberty progress might feel overwhelming. On contrast, older participants usually have had time for introspective consideration regarding who they are versus how society perceives them. Allowing themselves longer periods before making any permanent transitions could be less daunting emotionally. Balancing personal desires with external expectations plays a crucial role throughout varying life stages when considering transitioning from AMAB to MTF. It necessitates demanding introspection around one's own mental health and readiness within societies dominated by murky understanding about transgender issues. One must equip oneself with knowledge whilst cultivating resilience against misinformation or prejudice that comes uncalled for amidst this journey towards authentic living. Every transition journey is unique, and traversing it involves way more than physiological changes. A crucial component that generally remains under-discussed yet plays an integral role in shaping the transition experience is support systems. For a transgender individual considering transitioning at any age, having an inclusive social circle can make all the difference. It's not just about acceptance but also about understanding and empathy from those around them. Friends who respect their identity and accompany them through this transformative journey provide necessary emotional comfort. Meanwhile, family members aligning with their circumstances foster self-confidence, leading to smoother transitions. However, there are instances when individuals lack access to these supportive environments due to various reasons, stigma being one of them. In such cases, reaching out for professional help like therapy becomes invaluable. Therapists specializing in transgender issues can offer constructive ways to cope with challenges that arise during transitions while maintaining positive mental health. But where does one start looking for guidance? Herein comes the role of LGBTQ organizations or forums, which act as indispensable resources utilized worldwide by those contemplating transitioning or already on its path. These platforms contain troves of practical advice from experienced individuals, well-researched information plumbing into depths of diverse topics associated with MTF transition, connections to legal aid if needed, and frequently updated lists containing trusted therapists or medical practitioners known for assisting emerging needs during gender transition journeys. In conclusion, consider your current network as potential allies on your transitional route. Friends might surprise you with unwavering support. Families may break stereotypes, providing unimaginable encouragement, while therapists ensure balance between physical modifications and mental wellness, culminating towards successful progressions. Understanding the legal aspects of transitioning is critical, as these can vary considerably from one region to another. In many places, there are age restrictions on medical interventions for transgender individuals, which may impact your transition journey. For example, in some territories, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, or gender confirmation surgery might only be available to those over a certain age under specific circumstances. In addition to age-based restrictions, considerations such as mandatory waiting periods or the requirement for professional assessments prior to receiving treatments are other features of pertinent legislation across diverse jurisdictions. Some regions necessitate documenting evidence of living openly in your identified gender role before initiating a physical transition process. This is commonly referred to as real-life experience, RLE. Moreover, different countries have unique requirements regarding changes in legal documents that affect name and gender marker updates on personal identification papers such as birth certificates or passports. For young people still enrolled in school systems, subtleties around privacy laws can also profoundly influence experiences with educational institutions during the transition process. While all these variables may sound daunting at first glance, armed with accurate information targeted towards these legalities would actively empower prospective MTF transitions and their allies by furnishing them with essential knowledge they need to make enlightened decisions about their journeys whilst ensuring an understanding of their responsibilities within governing frameworks too. Varieties of personal experiences shed light on the complexity and diversity inherent in each individual's transition journey. Take Alex, for example, who began her journey at age 47 after years of grappling with confusion about her identity. For her, opting to transition later in life has allowed a more profound understanding and self-reliance that she cherishes today. She faced challenges such as negative societal reactions and resistance from some close associates, but the strength found through these tribulations empowered her own resilience. On another end of the spectrum is Aaliyah, who realized she was transgender at age 11 and initiated puberty blockers by 13 under medical supervision. Now 18, she passionately advocates early transitioning due to transformative impacts like gaining invaluable support from peer networks during adolescence and evading potentially distressing physical changes related to male maturation. Yet even with these privileges acknowledged, Aaliyah did face unique obstacles like addressing nescient classmates about being different or dealing with uncertainty associated with pre-adult decision-making capacity. These stories illustrate how universal norms can't be applied when determining the best time for an MTF transition. Everyone's path is genuinely subjective based on their circumstances. While those contemplating might expect hindrances regardless of their age or stage in life, activated transitions have potent upsides. Becoming one's true self manifests an inner tranquility that outweighs any adversity encountered along this sacred pilgrimage towards authenticity. Deciding on the age to transition is as unique and individualistic as, if not more than, your own personal identity. The optimal timing centers around several intrinsic factors such as emotional readiness, understanding of one's gender identity, or introspection. It often depends solely on when you feel it's right for you. This underpins the importance of personal choice in determining not only whether but also when to embark on transitioning from male to female, MTF. Major life decisions like these should advance at a pace that matches with each person's distinctive journey. The decision doesn't need to be made quickly nor dictated by generalized societal norms or expectations. It's reasonable and justified to take ample time exploring feelings about oneself before taking further steps into transitioning. When contemplating a huge step like gender transition, professional advice forms an invaluable piece of this complex puzzle. Reputed healthcare professionals specializing in transgender health are well equipped with necessary tools and insights that can help answer those daunting questions regarding timing or process, thereby eliminating some uncertainties linked with transitioning. Exploring your inward journey externally needs patience. There are no instant answers or quick fixes here. Every experience varies considerably depending upon numerous factors besides just age, including family dynamics, support systems, etc., all which carry their weight throughout this evocative voyage of self-discovery. Remember, it isn't a race, but instead it is your passageway toward genuine happiness, where hesitations may appear initially but eventually lead up to favorable outcomes, feeling at home within yourself who truly identify being. Embrace uncertainty, knowing very well that confusion now may lead clarity future. Both defining elements choosing descend beautiful path towards realization, ultimate truth. True inner self. Thus, opting to rush through critical junctures negates the purpose of undertaking an endeavor seeking to conform to parameters, rather than forging a distinct pathway that aligns with personal circumstances, aspirations, and the core essence of who we really are underneath the skins we've been assigned at birth, place, societal constructs, and gender identities we're born into. Immerse in the journey through self-exploration and self-acceptance, with careful consideration. Professional guidance promises to pacify the turmoil associated with pondering over the right time to transition, providing boosted confidence for key decisions. Poles apart, deterring factors are irrespective of the age spectrum one belongs to. Why tread water facing fear, harsh judgment when swim against flow, breaking free, layered misconceptions, stereotypes, liberation, heart desires, unwavering faith, determination, drive forwards, opening up new world possibilities, endeavors await.